Hey Helena, this is George, Underdog Leads. I really just want to give you these tips to help you bring in more clients, bring more customers to your site, and overall just help you out. So first thing I noticed, Google really loves content. It's one of the most important things when it comes to ranking a site and putting yourself in front of the other people. I noticed you don't have much content. So you probably got a couple hundred words. I'm thinking maybe 300 to 400 tops. So that's one of the biggest things. If you really want to be indexed and if you want to be showing up for what you're writing in there, then you have to put a little bit more content. Now your competition, Rugmart, these guys are probably around the same. So it's not going to be that much harder to beat them. So these are the guys that actually come up first whenever I look up something like rug store in Houston, right? So rug store in Houston. As far as the maps go, the Great Rug Company pops up first, Rugmart Houston second, and these guys pop up first in the organic listings. So they're getting a lot of the traffic. So content, super important. You really got to just beat these guys in content. You got to make sure it's keyword optimized. So you need to make sure you're putting whatever you're offering, like rug cleaning or what have you. Next thing I want to talk to you about is super important, something called a backlink. Now, all backlinks are not equal because, for example, all a link is on somebody else's site, there's a clickable link that sends them to your site. Now, what I mean by all links aren't equal is if it's relative to whatever you're offering. For example, so if you have a Fine Rugs website that your link is on, that's going to really help you out as long as they have these good metrics. I'll talk about that in a minute. Now, if you're on Pizza Hut, obviously you don't sling pizzas for a living. That's not going to help at all. So that's pretty important. So let's kind of get into this. So you have 461 backlinks coming from 90 referring domains. So this means you're listed in 90 different spots. They have 1,290 backlinks from 182 different domains. So 182 sites they're on. Okay, so that is going to give them 649 keywords. The keyword would be something like what I mentioned here, rug store in Houston. So you have 649. Rugmart is getting 1,200. And backlinks is really what's going to get you these keywords. And the more you have, the more quality they are, the better your rankings will be, which will transfer over to traffic. So all this is giving you 275 people going to your site. Okay, 751 are going to Rugmart. Now the metrics, I kind of want to tell you about that. So DR is a trust factor. It means domain rating. So this is how trusted your site is to Google. UR is effectively it's how much power your page has, how much power your site has. So this is out of 100, so you're 9 out of 100 for the trust. These guys are 13 out of 100 for the trust. You are 26 out of 100 for the power. They are 34 out of 100 for power. Now, the ranking this is your overall rank for the site. You are ranked 20,287,000, so on. These guys are 14 million. So you can see that you got a ways to go, and there's a little bit of room for improvement. So with all that being said, this is a little bit about backlinks, and I kind of want to get into the keywords that you're ranking for. So, Oriental Rug Cleaning near me, your position 7, and you're getting about 42 people coming to your site. Now, because it says near me, that doesn't necessarily mean it's in Houston. Like, if somebody else is looking at that, this is a national keyword because it doesn't say Houston. So although you will pop up in people's for the maps, you won't really pop up necessarily in organic listings, which is the websites under the map pack. So Rug Cleaners Houston, you're getting about 15 because you're 7. The higher you are, the more traffic you're going to get out of that. You can tell that 300 people are looking for it, and only 15 are clicking on your site. Now Woodlands Rugs, 400 people are looking, 14 clicking on your site. I'm sure you can kind of see. Ashley Fine Rugs, there's only 40 people looking, 13. Okay, so you can kind of see that a majority of your traffic is from Oriental Rug Cleaning near me, but if you sell fine rugs and things of that nature, you're going to want to make sure that you're actually ranking for these, because I'm not really seeing anything that says like fine rugs in Houston. Okay, and that's kind of why these guys are getting a lot more traffic, is because of the backlinks, the quality, and just the sheer amount. Now, as far as the maps go, Great Rug Company is showing up first for the maps. Then it's Rug Mart. Now, so this is a little bit different. Now, although this is affected by content and backlinks, like I mentioned before, one of the major factors is actually something called a citation. A citation is listings in directories throughout the web that have your name, address, and phone number. Now, the more relative it is to whatever you're offering, so if it's like a rug company directory, a rug directory, or household directory, that's going to hold more weight. All right, so let's kind of get into this. So you have 39 citations, and these guys, the Great Rug Company, have 41. So you're really going to have to beat them, and that can actually help you out with your map rankings. So when I look at this, Great Rug Company is first, and part of it is because of their ratings as well, so they have 5 stars. So I kind of got to really scroll down here, and I'm sure you understand how it might be harder to actually find you. So you only have 7 reviews, and it's 4.7 stars. So just by not having that 5-star rating, when a lot of these other guys see that 5 stars, they have 7, it's the same. That's why they're showing up first. These guys have 4.4, but they have a lot more ratings. So these guys are showing up better. But top guy, they got a lot of citations. They got a 5-star rating. They're doing what they have to do. But yeah, so I always recommend 250 to 300 citations, and that'll actually beat your competition by a landslide, so you can show up first. So, just as a general rule of thumb, every time someone looks up for or is looking for a keyword such as rug store in Houston, 30% of the traffic usually goes to the map pack, and 60% of the traffic is going to go down here in the organic listings, with number 1 getting most of the traffic. Obviously, you have your ad section. This is paid for. This is a lot of e-commerce. So, just kind of let you understand, those are the 3 main things that you really need to be looking at. I'll kind of recap. First thing is content. You're going to want at least 1,500 words to really index, and it has to be keyword rich so you can start getting more clients. Next, it's backlinks. You're going to need more backlinks. So these guys had 1,290. You're going to want to get about 1,500, and you're going to want them to be quality so you can start beating them, getting the traffic that they're getting. Last thing, citations. They have 41. I would just get about 200 to 300. Honestly, if you get that and you completely beat these guys out, then you'll take over the map rankings by a landslide. With all that being said, remember, I'm George from Underdog Leads. If you want to give me a call, my number is 830-200-6772. Again, my name is George, Underdog Leads, 830-200-6772. Thank you.